the Indian of the Year in the category of social change.
Indian of the Year 2022. Category Social Change. Winner Dr. Shankar Gowda.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Dr. Shankare Gowda, the 5 rupee doctor from Mandya. May I also request our political editor Maria Shakil to accompany the winner of the Indian of the Year 2022 in the social change category. Please put a loud round of applause for Dr. Shankare Gowda.
Thank you so much. And congratulations, Dr. Shankare Gowda. I'm going to begin with you. A complete medical package for just ₹5. No matter what the ailments are, that is his medical fee that he charges, and that he has been doing it for 35 long years. Dr. Shankare Gowda, how are you sustaining yourself and what does this mean to you?
I am practicing since 1982. It's 40 years from my graduation. Only I am practicing in Mandya as a dermatologist. I am taking only 5 rupees from that days. Now also I am taking 5 rupees. But it is not that one thing. Whatever the knowledge we are having it should be available to all the peoples as such. When we are only treating the patients who are rich and who are affordable, I don't think so. Our knowledge is going to be realized or even given to the people.
Mr. Gadkari, at a time when the medical profession clearly has become commercialized, this kind of service that is being given by Dr. Shankare Gowda, what does it mean for the larger country? What does it mean to all those doctors and hospitals who are charging too much money?
Actually, it is really a great thing for Dr. Gowda. Actually, in the medical profession, in the degree course, there is one subject is ethics.
Yes.
And in ethics, the social consciousness, social responsibility is very important. No philosophy can be taught to empty stomach. That is absolutely correct. But at the same time, serve the poor people of the society is exactly the most important thing for the people who are representing actually the leader of the society. And as a doctor, what actually he is doing for the poor people, it is really a great thing. And I feel that I always tell it to the people that when anyone can do anything for the poor people, the God is so great, he will get more money from other patients, those who are capable to pay. So that is exactly the most important thing, and this is the indication that all doctors should think in this line. Not 5 rupees, but if they can even reasonably charge, it can be a great thing for the country, for the poor people.
Dr. Shankare Gowda, you heard, I mean, that's a lesson perhaps for the medical community. What was your motivation when you started it?
Actually, when I graduated from Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, I wanted to practice in my village. Village means in my district. Why I wanted to practice in my village is whatever the knowledge we have gained, it should be given to the people who are with me. With me means they are responsible for my education, and also I have received so many awards. But only thing I would like to tell you is there are so many doctors nowadays. There are so many shortages of doctors in rural areas. We need much of the doctor as such. Especially in Karnataka, there are 8,000 to 9,000 graduates will pass out from every year. Whatever we need about is only 300 to 400 doctors for the rural area service. We won't get that much of doctors in rural area. That should not be the criteria. whatever the social responsibility of the government or the medical fraternity, they should work in rural areas at least. It's a
That should be
responsibility.
compulsory. Thank you so much, Dr.
Only the
Shankari
state
Gowda.
government made it a compulsory for a 1 year with the service in the rural area. That is the very good thing, whatever the Sudhakar is doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. That is Dr. Shankari Gowda, the winner in the social change category. Dr. Shankari Gowda, thank you so much.
Many congratulations, Dr. Gora. Thank you so much for being a part of this evening. Thank you so much, Dr. Gora. We would now like to take this opportunity to invite Ms. Avarna Jain, Vice Chairperson, Sare Gama India, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group on stage. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
And now on to a very, very special award
Gadkari,
and recognition that we want to put out today. If necessity is the mother of innovation, then adversity brings out the best and the worst in all of us. When the deadly second wave hit the entire nation, each of us lent a helping hand to another. The nation emerged as one big family. During those difficult times, there were some who went beyond the call of their duty, whose empathy touched the hearts of millions.
CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Special Achievement Award honors one such Indian, or should we say the Robin Hood of India, whose kindness and charity has carved a permanent place in all our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting before you the Indian of the Year Special Achievement Award.
Playing on the screen.
He's the real hero who became a real-life savior for thousands. Throughout the pandemic, he was at the forefront of relief efforts, becoming a messiah of the masses. When the nationwide lockdown was announced, he helped migrant and daily wage workers who were walking thousands of kilometers to reach their homes. He arranged buses, special trains, and chartered flights for them. He opened the doors of his Mumbai hotel to provide a safe place to frontline warriors who were facing social stigma despite risking their lives to treat COVID patients. He also arranged hospital beds, oxygen cylinders, and medicines for those in need, saving thousands of lives in the process. His efforts have only multiplied since then. From scholarships for students to helping small businesses, he's always striving to make the world a better place. The CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Special Achievement Award goes to Sonu Sood.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sonu Sood. He's here amongst us today. Somebody who stood out in very challenging times, who's been a real hero in many, many ways. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Sonu Sood.
Sir. Happy. I'll just take the mic. Before, and one question quickly with Avarna before I let you go. Avarna, just, the fact is that RPSG is a 200-year-old legacy company. And for us, Indian of the Year is a legacy brand, is a legacy product. What does this association mean to you?
Thank you. First of all, congratulations. Your work is absolutely wonderful and has touched many people. Congratulations. Coming to your question, so the RP Sanjeev Goenka Group has a 200-year-old legacy that focuses on excellence. And I think what you are doing here is also focusing on excellence, on achievement, and on quality. I think that is the shared legacy that we have. And at RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, we are very proud to be associated with a brand that epitomizes quality, achievement, and excellence.
So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jain.
Thank you, Avanna.
Thank you, Ms. Jain, for doing the honors. Thank you so much for being part of the show.
So let's begin this conversation. Congratulations, Sonu Sood. The actor who has transformed himself as nation's savior, what really made you go for that ultimate service that you have displayed during the pandemic and even post that?
First of all, thank you so much for this honor, and I don't know that I really deserve this or not, but receiving from Nitinji is more special because, you know, we have a Nagpur connection from where I did my engineering. You know, I came to Nagpur to do my engineering, completed my engineering, wanted to become an actor, and I thought that, you know, that was my ultimate dream. Did films in multiple languages, and when I became kind of famous, I thought, you know, God's been kind, but then I would say I discovered myself when I connected with millions of people, you know, in the last 2.5 years, and then I realized that no amount of 100 crore, 200 crore films can give you that kind of happiness when you connect with an unknown soul. You bring a smile on a face that you don't know, and I think that was the most special journey of my life. And I miss my parents every day. You know, I remember my mom always used to say that कि सोनू कभी अपनी मुट्ठी खोल कर तो देख शायद तेरी हाथ की लकीरों में किसी की जान बचाना लिखा हो. And finally it happened. And you know, I feel that, you know, I'm playing the most important role of my life. You know, I thought, you know, though I played many characters in different films, but this was the most important role of my career where Almighty was a director and I'm still playing my role, and I wish and pray that this movie shouldn't end and I should keep on doing my role every day. And thank you God for everything.
Sonu, before I play an AV which actually shows what is outside your houses even today, Mr. Gadkari, a quick question from you as well. You have often said that politics is an instrument of socio-political change. When people like Sonu Sood, he's an exception who has made a mark for himself and has, you know, sent a message to the country at large, who do you think and what do you think will lead to that larger change?
Actually, in my childhood, I remember one Sanskrit Geet. Manasa satatam smaraniyam, vachasa satatam vadaniyam, loka hitam mama karaniyam. The true meaning of the politics is what Sonu is doing, that is exactly the meaning of the politics. What you are talking and what you are discussing, that is power politics. Samaj Karan, Rashtra Karan and Vikas Karan. The Seva Karan. He is doing actually in the concept of Mahatma Gandhi ji. And before that, the true meaning of the politics is social service. The selfless social service is the true meaning of the politics. And that's the reason I always tell it to people that the politics is the instrument of socio-economic reform. And when I was president of the Bharatiya Janata Party, I requested all MLAs and MPs that they should have a project in social work with Seva Prakalpa, education, even in for development, and that is very important for the society. And that is exactly the true meaning. And he is doing really this is the politics which he is doing, and this is national service. This is service for the poor people, and this is the concept of Mahatma Gandhi. What politics he was expecting, that is exactly the indication what Sonu is doing for the society. That is exactly the inspiration and motivation for the people of the country.
So let's play that video now of what is it like outside Sonu Sood's home on any given day. Sir. That is a day outside Sonu Sood's house.
I just want to, tell a small thing which is related to this. You know, when hundreds of people come to my house every day, so, I spend a lot of time with them. So I remember there was a very big meeting happening with the studio for one of my movies, and I forgot about it. So I was with these guys. So the studio director, Mr. Sharik, he came to my house. So he was in that crowd for almost 45 minutes in one corner and watching me do that. And then he left a message. He said, Sonu, मुझे शायद तुम्हारे साथ पिक्चर बना के उतनी खुशी नहीं होती जितना मैंने आज उस 45 मिनट में मुझे खुशी मिली है. So I think that's what blessings do, and thank you so much for this.
Do these messages give tears to you? I can see you're all emotional.
This is very special. I think I can't put in words, but every single day when I see those people standing in front of my house, sometimes they sleep in the middle of night, they wait for me to wake up in the morning. So I think that gives me a sense of responsibility that Almighty, please make me that, give me that ability to help them forever. बोलते हैं ना कि जब तक लोग उम्मीद लगा कर बैठेंगे उसके लिए मैं कोशिश जरूर करता रहूं, बस वो उम्मीद ना टूटे उसी की कोशिश रहेगी हमेशा.
यही उम्मीद, गडकरी जी.
Exactly. Actually, this is a motivation and inspiration for the society. I always telling the people that there are some people, there also one good, actually I remember that, I don't know, I'm not remembering the name of the person, name of the writer. वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे, यही पशु प्रवृत्ति है कि आप ही चरे, वही मनुष्य है कि जो मनुष्य के लिए मरे. That is exactly, beautiful. And it is really important for the society. And I feel that the people who are doing this job for the society, God is so great, they 10 times more they will give it to him. That is exactly the God always giving all type of the thing to the people who are doing social work for the poor people, downtrodden people, and those who are socially, economically, educationally backward. It is always a case is there that they will get more thing in their life.
And sirs, we could not have got anybody better to award the change makers in this category, because you yourself have been involved in a lot of social work back home in Nagpur.
I'm telling you the experience. I'm not doing politics. Even I'm not going to bother about the people. I always tell people, if you feel I am perfect, please vote me. Last election, I got margin of 3 lakhs vote. Now I decided I will not print any poster, no any banner, nothing doing. And I am confident that people will give me the margin of more than 5 lakhs. Because people are understanding. If we can truly doing social service for the people, people are so great, without thinking of caste, religion, creed and sex, they will vote you. That is my experience in my life, and I like it, I believe it, and I always doing 80 to 90% of my energy I am spending for my positive social work. And that is always telling to the politician also, you do good social work, you don't need to make advertisement, don't need to print posters, people will vote you. That is exactly the important for all politicians.
With that mantra, Sonu, what next in your projects? There are multiple projects your way. What next will we be seeing you doing?
We are opening some skill development centers. We have already started 2, one in Bangalore and one in UP we are starting. I plan to open a few schools also. I was talking to Nitin ji also. The first one we are planning to start in the interiors of Nagpur. We are getting one in UP and in Punjab too. So yes, I think if we can give good education to the newer generation, people who can't afford that, so I think we'll have a better nation. So trying to do my bit, learning every single day. There are still miles to go, but the journey is on.
Okay, and with that, I'm opening the floor for audience questions. Please go ahead. Yes.
And I think it's apt to get this question, one social warrior, social service warrior to another. Prasiddhi, our young climate warrior, had a question for Sonu sir.
So, I'm a young environmentalist, as you mentioned. So, my doubt was that I'm sure many people like me, the Gen Z, the Gen Alpha, millennials, neo-millennials, are very inspired by your work during the pandemic. But then how did you come up with this plan of execution on such a large scale to build such an impact? How did you come up with the execution and how was your journey basically?
Actually, I never knew anything about, how to send people back to their homes, how to, arrange buses, flights. I remember the first flight that flew with the migrants, we started from Ernakulam. There were 179 girls who were stuck, and we got them to Cochin, and from there we got them to Bhubaneswar. So I never knew anything, but I think those wishes made that happen. I knew that when I tried to help those first lot of 350 people who were going to Karnataka. So, and I thought my job is done, but when I was coming back from Thana, back to my home in Mumbai, everything looked like everything is happening in slow motion, and I thought this is not the story of these 350 people, but millions who are stuck on the roads, and that's the time I pledged that, I'm not going to stop till I make last migrant reach back to their homes. And I think the wishes did the trick. A lot of parents who were waiting for their loved ones to come back, and I think their prayers gave me that courage, gave me that strength to do what I'm doing today.
Gadkari ji, just your final thoughts on this Indian of the Year social change category.
Actually, there are a lot of icons in the society like Sonu Sood. They are doing excellent job for the society. But it is time for the people who are here that how they can contribute positively, either it is in education, health services, anywhere. If they can contribute something for poor people and giving good service, it can be a great process of socio-economic transformation. And that is going to be, I feel that it is to be very important for the country. Because in the socially, economically, educationally backward area, the people don't have medical facilities. They don't have doctors, they don't have medicines, they don't have schools. Even it is very difficult for them to take their education. So in a way, particularly the tribal area, the rural area, agriculture area, 124 aspirant districts we have. And this is the time that your program and people like Sonu Sood and other people who are doing excellent job for the poor people, that is going to inspire and motivate the people by and large. And that is exactly I feel that will be the great success for your program. And 100% I am confident this good example in the society, they are going to inspire and motivate thousands of people to do something for the poor people.
Thank you so much.
And Maria, to add what Nitin said, we have a lot of people who will say कि मैं भी बहुत कुछ अच्छा करना चाहता हूँ, कैसे शुरू करूँ, जब मैं बड़ा हो जाऊँगा तब अच्छा करूँ. And I think you're a live example at such a young age. You're doing so much good. So Nitin ji, मेरे घर के बाहर एक दूध वाला है, who's been distributing milk from past 17 years. So हर फ्लैट के बाहर एक दूध का पैकेट हर रोज रख कर जाता है. उसका नाम है गुड्डू. So hi Salia. So when दूध रखता था तो जो मेरे घर के बाहर लोग आते थे, I requested कि इन सबसे फॉर्म लेना शुरू करो. गुड्डू फॉर्म्स भरते हैं कि उनकी मेडिकल प्रॉब्लम है, एजुकेशन है, जॉब्स हैं, जो भी हैं. सो उसने फॉर्म भरने शुरू किए और वो इतना अभी पॉपुलर हो गया सोसाइटीज में. उसको लोग बोलते हैं कि शायद सोनू का मैनेजर है. नाउ हाउ गुड्डू बिकेम गुड्डू जी. तो अभी सोसाइटीज में उसको बिठा के लंच पे बुलाते हैं, डिनर पे बुलाते हैं. वही सोसाइटी वाले जो दूध बांटता था. सो आई फील दैट इट्स जस्ट व्हेन यू टेक दैट लीप, everything changes, and it's not important that you have to be rich, famous or wealthy to do something, but I think just the intention and God will guide you.
Thank you so much.
Those are the stories, Sonu. I mean, so many people in my family
Absolutely.
area have been so inspired by the work that you've done. It's an absolute honor to have you. Gadkari ji, thank you so much for your time.
Many congratulations.
Thank you so
Many
much.
congratulations. Thank you, Maria, for leading that conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Sonu Sood and the Honorable Minister. Now it's the time for